It's about 50 kilometers and less than 2 hours on a motorbike from the center of Hanoi to the entrance gate of Bavin National Park. The road climbs steeply up the mountain, and I'm pleased to have chosen a strong motorbike for this trip, simply because a weaker motorbike wouldn't have made it up the steep slopes of the mountain. As I keep ascending, I can see the twin peaks of the mountain above the clouds. Finally, at an altitude of 850 meters above sea level, the road ends. Here I can choose which peak I want to ascend first. I choose the left one, and I start climbing the long way up the steps through the jungle. The jungle around me is teeming with life. These long-legged spiders everywhere, sticky insects, giant beetles, and butterflies. So many butterflies. Eventually, sweaty from the long climb and the humidity, I reached the peak at 1275 above sea level. On a clear day, you can see from the top all the way to Hanoi. But even a blanket of clouds, like today, is beautiful in its own way. Even though it's not allowed to climb up the stairs of the pagoda, the view is still beautiful from the inside. A little bit farther on the peak, there is a unique temple. Only that instead of a Buddha statue, it's a temple for Uncle Ho. I returned back down to the parking lot and took the path to the other peak. This is a nice temple, but not quite at the peak yet. A little bit more to climb, and I eventually arrived to the temple at the second peak. Nothing too exciting to see here except the other peak peeking through the clouds. And then, through the heavy fog, I headed back down the mountain. On the way down, I took a detour, and I arrived at the ruins of an old Catholic church. During the colonial times, the French built this church among other buildings as a part of the hill station they built at Bavi. After the French left Vietnam at the beginning of the 1950s, the church was neglected, the roof and some walls collapsed, as the jungle slowly but surely reclaimed its territory. Yet, Amid the eternal mist, these ruins make for a great photo shooting location. On my way down and out of the clouds, I stop to enjoy the blooming nature for the last time before I leave it all behind on my way back to the busy, crowded, polluted big city, Hanoi.